The next thing you'll be doing in the tutorial is adding windows. First thing you'll want to do is open up your southern elevation. Once you've done that, zoom in on this retaining wall and choose Window on your design bar. Verify the tag on placement is cleared and choose Load on the options bar. Once you've done this, it'll open up the Imperial Library folder, scroll down to Window, and choose the casement 3x3 with trim, and click Open. Now you'll want to add two windows like so. If you get an error, just hit Escape and then click Modify, because we'll be fixing that in the next step. Next, open up your lower level, and the windows will not be in view range, so we will need to modify this. Do this by right clicking outside in the drawing area and click View Properties. Scroll down to the Extents, find View Range and click Edit. We'll now change the cut plane to 7 feet. Then clicking OK twice, you'll now be able to see your windows. The error that you would have received would have been if the window was placed corresponding to this interior wall. So it didn't matter if you had the error in the first place, because we'll now be moving it so that this window is 2 feet 6 inches from that wall, and we'll now be moving this other window so that it is 9 feet 6 inches off the western wall. If you wanted to, you could have just clicked one of the dimensions, and that would have made it fairly easy. Next thing we'll be doing is opening up the south elevation again, and click and select this left window and choose Element Properties. Once you've done this, click Edit and New, and when the type property comes up, click Duplicate. Now for the name, choose 36 inches by 36 inches. Click OK. And then in the dimensions, change the height to 3 feet. And now hit OK twice. You'll see that this changed your window so that it's actually 3 feet by 3 feet. Next, you want to select the window on the right, and in the type selector, you want to choose that newly created 36 by 36 window. Next thing we'll be doing is choosing the Align tool. You'll need to click so that nothing's selected before doing so, and using the Align tool to align these windows to the top of the retaining wall. Verify that you are selecting the basic wall retaining concrete and not the entry-level reference. Click that first and then choose the top of the casement. Then click Modify, choose Align again, clicking and making sure you're getting the retaining wall and not the entry level, and once again clicking the top of the window on the right. Now, the next thing you'll be doing is clicking Modify and going up to your entry level. On the entry level, we'll need to change the view again by going into View Properties. This time, we'll be changing the graphics and setting the underlay to none to make it easier to place these windows. After you've hit OK there, you'll see that the lines change and don't change when you zoom. Next, if it isn't already selected, choose Thin Lines so that they'll maintain this thickness at any zoom. Next, choose Window on your design bar and pick the 36 by 72. And now you'll want to place 3 windows on the west wall, making sure that the window is facing outwards. Once you've placed these 3, On your design bar, choose Dimension, and now select the north wall center line and the center line to each of these windows, and then finishing with the center line of the interior wall, and then moving it out so that it can be easy. Next thing you'll want to do is click on the EQ, which will make everything equidistant, and then you'll want to hit escape twice. Next, select the interior wall that contains the doors, and you'll now be able to see that these windows will stay equidistant no matter what. Now you'll want to undo those moves. If you go too far, just hit Control Y, and that will re-equidistant your windows. And now on the dimension line, press delete. It will just delete this, but it will stay constrained, so just click OK. Now go back to your 3D and save the file.